Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode we will be continuing with Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Feel free to like, subscribe, and also ring the notification bell so you're notified when the next one goes live. And in today's episode, we are just taking on the next story mission, quest, job, whatever you want to call it, on the Bolt Hornet. Looks like a Camaro, but go ahead and get this job in. So I plan on completing enough story quests to level up, and then obviously build up enough funds so then we can rebuild cars individually. So that's the plan. I don't know if I'm gonna do much tuning or anything because I don't really know anything about that end of things. But we will rebuild, sell, maybe do maybe like 10 cars after we do the story, and then we'll wrap it up. So that's the plan for this series. So let's just go ahead and get right into it here. Let's see what we need. A bunch of stuff. So let's go ahead and just go here. Let this stuff run. Get us some XP. And it should tell us sort of what's going on here. So this came back with spark plugs, ignition coils, and that's about it. So now let's go ahead and do a compression test. That'll tell us if rings or pistons or anything are bad. So it'll tell us how deep we have to go. I believe we just leveled up. Alright, so camshaft's bad, so that's a good... Not good for them, but good for us because it tells us what's wrong. I'm just doing all the tests just to throw it at it, see what happens. There's gonna be, we can read the description of what the customer said, most likely, some frame, not frame. It looks like that, the U-bolt in the back for the suspension is rusted on the left. It also looks like the spring cap is also rusted, so that's probably something else. So, how many more things do we have to find? A bunch. Is there any other tests that we can run? Does he need new tires? Nope. Fuel pressure tester? See if he needs a fuel pump. Does this test injectors too? Oh, looks like he needs a fuel rail. So it checks the rails, the filter, and the pump. Okay, let's see. You may be able to help me. It's my first car. It might not be a perfect car, but it's mine. I've always dreamed. I managed to save some cash. I'm looking immediately. I wish I could see like all of this in like a big. That kind of sucks. Like I wish I could like sort of like scroll or like zoom out and read this all at one time instead of having this scrolling. I'm not even worried about that. We have to take the front bumper off. Let's just get that off. I guess let's just go ahead and drain the oil. Do the examination. All right, so that should be everything here. Let's go ahead and get out of that. Now let's see. How many? We're still missing 2, 4, 6, 7 of them. Probably a couple bushings. Right here. 1. Spray by DW04 on it. That's 1 of the 9. 2 of the 9. 3 of the 9 on that control arm. Don't have to take the tire off to do this. Okay. Yes. Here's another one here. We didn't drain the oil yet. Because I almost did just take it off for some reason. Alright, is there anything back here that didn't... Yep, right here. Is the other one bad too? Yep. How many is that now? Can I check U-bolts? Yes. We got one more part. One more thing. Probably gonna be internal on the end, I would assume. I mean, that's me assuming, but... Yep, oil filter. Not internal on engine, but... Can't stop yawning. Alright, so let's get this off. And then let's make sure that's everything. That's everything. Okay. Cool. I guess we should do the suspension first. Do I have anything in my inventory? I do. Okay. So anything after this case is old. So I can start here and just start selling this stuff. Game can't keep up. Hitting enter and it ain't doing nothing. Let's open up the crate from last one. Which ones do we want? I always do 2 and 4. I don't know why. Ooh, barn location. Ooh. You want to use destination into your map? Yes. Okay, so this is everything that we need so far. So we are going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of those. An oil filter. We are also going to need this U-bolt. We are also going to need the seat here. I believe the same thing on the other side. Yep. Both U-bolts on this one. I mean, I would never replace just one anyway, but... DW04. On duty. This tire off. Those brakes bad too? I don't think I've ever said anything about brake pads. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. Was there anything on this side? I don't remember if there was anything on this side or not. Looks like the brakes are bad. Because it looks like they're like real spotty, like the words and the everything on it doesn't look too good. Oh yeah, they're rusted. We're good. Looks like the axle might need change too, because it's also very rusted. Right here. Yeah, it does need change. that everything in the back? That is everything in the back. Out up front. I believe it was the other side. Nope, those brakes are bad. You can tell because all the words and stuff are all chipped up and they don't look smooth. Then on that side. The other side. Oh, are these tires different also? 235/55, 235/55. No, okay. I also hate these cars, by the way. The 2000s Camaros. If this is the Camaro, I'm not 100%, but 2000 Camaros, I don't like the look of them. They're very ugly to me. Come on, get in there. Is that everything on the suspension that needs changed? I got rubber bushings and oil filter. That's all I have so far. I stopped right here. Need that. That. Okay, that is a different page. I kept seeing the brake, the piston, the caliper, but it's a whole page. It goes a whole page, not just a. Doesn't just move like individually. So. Everything I need. Fix those. One of those. Two of those. Come on, I hit enter. Like they don't want you to go fast. Like I can spam like the enter and it just doesn't. I had to hit it like twice for it to pop up. And I know the enter key works. Alright, now that should be everything for suspension. Except for that. Apparently. Try this again. Hey, brand new. Nice. Crazy. Yeah, we got it. That should be everything we need. First part you gotta put on. Nope. Sorry. Maybe tomorrow. This is my luck, though. Put this bushing in while we're here. Put that one in while we're here. I'm not putting the oil filter on. I don't think it'll hurt anything if I put it on right now, but I'd rather do it later. It's a brake pad. There's nothing holding them brake pads there, by the way. Because the bracket is on the caliper. There's nothing holding those brakes on there, so how they don't fall, I don't know. Is that everything up front other than the oil filter? If not, we'll figure it out later, right? I didn't mean to click once, I meant to click and hold, but fine. That's the only thing I like about the newer Camaro, the 2000s. I like the IROC. And obviously the 60s. 70s aren't too bad, but I've always wanted an IROC. I had two, but lost both. Rebuilt a motor, lost that. Wasn't fun. But that's the only thing is having disc brakes on the back instead of drums. I just don't like changing the drum brakes. And it's a better stop, I believe. Pretty sure it is. It's a nightmare to change those, so that's why I would always convert it to a disc. My dad's always like, well, it's better for burnouts. Yeah, I'm not trying to burn out, you know? I want to stop and be able to change my brakes easily. Not have to sit there and mess with a watch. Not that I can't do it, but don't want to. A lot harder. Okay, we need another one of those. We definitely can't put the rusty fella back on it. Alright, we need one of those. I have a feeling I didn't get enough bushings either. 80. That one's still good. That came out of the control room. Alright, is there anything that's brand new that I don't have other than... Okay. Other than the oil filter. I'm not worried about the oil filter right now. What do we have to do? Do we have to do... What internal do we have to do? We have to do a cam, fuel... There's one more rubber bushing. Timing belt. We shouldn't have to take anything off the bottom. Oh, that's good. What bushing needs to... Oh, I don't have one in there. See? I told you I didn't get enough. No, not that. Ta-da! Oh, come on down. You're the next contestant on. Are you crazy or not? Alright, I gotta mess with this garbage thing here. Alright, let's take the idler off because for some reason the idler is what holds the belt on, not a tensioner, but we'll move past it. Tension on the back one though. Not on the front one. Front one's free floating. I have to take the water pump out, don't I? Yeah. That means I gotta drain the antifreeze, or I make mess I pay for. Oh, let's do it now. Additional tools, drain tool. Drain that bad boy. Swoop, 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 swoop. Thank you, thank you. Oil cover. Take this off to get the timing cover off. That's crazy. Cannot wait to have maxed out speed for the drill. Not drill, on bolt speed. It's gonna be beautiful. Looks like the cam I need is gonna be on the other side. The more you know. Which I don't think is gonna actually be too bad to get the cam out. I think it's gonna be not easy, but I don't think we have to do too much. Just the little hold downs. Can't think of what they're called off the top of my head right now. caps. Oh, there is none. Ah. Okay. So that's not a valve cover. That they consider that a cam cover. Is that what they consider that, a cam cover? Head cover, not a valve cover. Get off of there, pulley, huh? A lot of room in there to get that off, huh? Oh, another idler. There we go. Oh, that's not a lot of bolts holding that on. Not unless all the pulley bolts are long enough to go through. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't get carried away there, sir. Tell me I couldn't have taken that cam off with that. I think that's everything? Camshaft I have out. Fuel rail I just took out. Ignition coils are already out. Oil filters off. Spark plugs are off. Two timing belts are off. Okay. That's everything. Alright, so we need a cam. We need 2 belts. We need 1 rail. 8 of those. 8 of those. I know I'm not supposed to. I know, but I'm doing it. I really don't feel like changing just one, because then, like last time, how I accidentally changed the wrong one or didn't change them all according to percentage wise, and then I had to redo it. I'm not doing that again. No siree. Common cover. This one wasn't too bad. It didn't take as long as I thought it was going to be, because we didn't have to change pistons, so we didn't have to tear apart the whole top, the whole bottom, everything. So it actually wasn't too bad. Because if we had to take any, like, the pistons or anything, then it would have been a nightmare. Because then we had to take the intake and both heads. And, yeah, it would have been not so good. I really can't stop yawning. Lack oxygen. Lack oxygen. Need to go outside more. Work in a building, come home and sit inside. Need to go outside more. I think that's what yawning is. Everybody used to always, oh, it's when you're tired. I mean, maybe, but. A lot of bolts. Long bolts, too. I guess it holds the cannons down, so. Why? So used to these just being valve covers, you know, so it's just like. It's just there just to basically not let oil out. Basically. So whenever I like a valve, like a head cover or what are they called on a is it called a head cover on like a Volvo also? But I think a Volvo is the same way, it holds the cam down. Is it also called valve cover? Not a valve cover. Head cover? I think it is. I'm pretty sure like the 04 Volvos with the 2.5 turbos. I think it's a 2.5. Pretty sure the heads or the head covers the same way. Ignition coil. Any new parts? Just a filter. Fill it up. Water pumps back in. Taking the water pump out would have drained the motor too, which means we would have had to fill this, not just fill the overflow, but it is what it is. I think they also want fluid drained. Like brake fluid, power steering fluid. I think they want all that changed also. If I'm not mistaken. We'll find out when we go into like the little thing, but into here. Refill washer fluid, change oil. Oh, never mind. Just gotta fill this. Fill oil. And then front bumper. Bam, 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 bam. That should be everything other than front bumper. Okay. Body. Front bumper. Ooh. Nice color, nice color. You know, standard matte black that they all come in. Like it. Is that everything? That's everything. Complete. Nice. Alright. That'll be it. Okay. We also leveled up when we were doing the little thingy. So, available skill points is 2. That costs 3. So, definitely not doing that one, huh? Should we do the fix parts and cut time to examine parts? Or do we do increased mounting, unmounting speed by 15%? Let's do fixing. Because if we fix, then we can save some money. And then we'll do that one. Eventually we're going to do them all, but... Alright. We wrapped up the Hornet. And we leveled up. Got a couple upgrades for the shop. For us, basically. Not for the shop yet. So that's going to be it for this episode. So I will catch you guys in the next one.